Hey there, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the do88 intercooler for the Saab 2.8 V6. First things first, as soon as I opened the box I noticed that it's painted. The bars, end tanks, the only part that's not painted is where the pipes connect on the end tanks. So kind of caught me off guard at first and I wanted to get some info, so I messaged do88 asking what the deal was, because as far as I've ever read or videos I've watched, such as Engineering Explained and then Mighty Car Mods, they did a painted intercooler video which was about painting it black, and the Engineering Explained video kind of myth busted their myth bust. The fact of the matter comes down to paint on your intercooler is going to act as an insulator. At least that's the general consensus. And it makes sense because you're putting a layer over the aluminum. They got back to me next day pretty quick. I mean I sent it to them pretty late at night. But anyways, they were quick to respond and they assured me that they tested intercoolers on the same car, same day, same dyno, with the paint on the intercooler and without the paint, and there was no difference. So I mean that makes me feel a little better. And when you think about it, the paint really is only on the front. The fins, they may have a little bit of overspray on the sides, but for the most part you're going to get most of your heat transfer from the fins. So paint probably negligible. I mean, you're not going to notice it. The second thing I guess I noticed is the weight. It's pretty heavy. I mean, I guess it's big and it's sturdy aluminum, so it's got some weight to it. Not something I expected, considering when I took this one out, it's light. But it's also a lot, it doesn't have as much thickness. I think it was, let's see, got about just under 1.25 inches of thickness, whereas this one is a whole 2 inches. So it's 3/4 inch wider. So I mean there's a lot more material there. And I think that's just kind of how it is with aftermarket intercoolers. As far as the weight goes, weighed this one and it's about 25 pounds compared to the 8 pounds that the stock one weighs. Another thing you'll notice is the spacing between the bars is a little wider. I think it was about 1/4 inch on this one and about 3/8 inch on the do88. So air is going to flow through this one a little better probably, and in the end these are both intercoolers have about 1/4 inch bars. It basically equates to this one having 24 bars for the air to flow through, and this factory one has 28. Do a width and a height difference. About 25 inches. Huh. Well, factory one is actually 25.5 from end cap to end cap, and this one's 25, but this one's also got the extra thickness. 16.5 tall. So you got about 1/2 inch more going on there. Inside, you can see how the bars actually, or where the air goes through, actually sticks out from the ends. That's going to create turbulence. So what the aftermarket intercooler did, it's heavy. They are even with the, I guess, bars. So that's going to help with airflow, which is good. I mean, you want better airflow and better cooling. Well, I got the kit, so it came with the charge pipe that goes to the throttle body. Nice and light. Now that I get a good look at it out of the package, there's some scuffing there and here, but I don't know if I'm going to leave it bare aluminum anyways. We'll see. I mean, for somebody that did want to, I mean, you're not going to see this part, so the parts that do show are pretty good condition. I mean, I'd probably want to polish it up a little myself if I were to leave it. So I might wrap this also with some heat reflective tape, just because this goes right by the exhaust and behind the intercooler and radiator. So as much heat as I can keep out of that, the better. And we got some of the silicone hoses here. Clamps. So it came with normal worm style hose clamps, and I guess they'd work, but I'm kind of picky, and since I'm doing all this anyways, I'm going to order some T-bolt clamps to make sure they hold tight and should never have a problem with them. So that's my only gripe with this kit, really. Okay, then here we got, this goes from the turbo to the intercooler. Looks to be in decent condition. I mean, again, I'd probably buff it up a little. I mean, unless you want the brushed aluminum look. I mean, it looks fine. I'm just very picky. Although that one, it does have some pretty good scuffs. See it there, and then there's some right there. But again, those are, I guess this one you're gonna see, but this one's down, you're not gonna see that one. And this one's the turbo outlet, so that's gonna go to this pipe, whichever way, I don't know, but it's gonna have a nice do88 emblem there. Intercooler inlet, so on the other end of that pipe. Intercooler outlet, assuming it goes like that or so, then that goes to this pipe, to the bottom of that one. And then this goes from this pipe to the throttle body. Now, not sure what the difference is, but they got different emblems on there. Kind of like that one better. I wish they all had that. 'Cause this one I'm going to probably put so you can see it. So, whatever. It's me being picky again. Just like with these, I'm mostly being picky, but I mean, I really would have liked some higher quality ones. Because I've had these strip out and not hold before. I mean, never on an intercooler, but on other things, so I just want some little higher quality clamp. As far as the whole kit and caboodle goes, I'm excited to get it on. Comes with pretty good instructions. It's all color pictures of the process. It's not just diagrams. So they must have actually did this themselves, took the pictures, and took the time to put together some fairly decent instructions. It looks like you gotta take the whole front bumper and both headlights out, as far as this states. So, I mean, pretty straightforward. Nothing I haven't done before on this vehicle, so it shouldn't take too long. But if it's your first time taking the front end apart, instructions should do a pretty good job of getting you where you need to be. It's supposed to go behind your AC condenser, so it's kind of sandwiched in between the AC condenser and the radiator, which is probably fine. It's not going to hurt anything unless you have the AC condenser on. But I paid all this money for this thing, so I want it right up front and getting a good look at it through the grill and the lower grill. So I'm going to attempt, well, I'm not going to attempt, I'm going to do it. I'm going to move the AC condenser behind, or mount it behind this and have this up front. So then I don't have to worry about the AC condenser reducing the efficiency of this at all. It probably wouldn't do much anyways, but you know, it'll just be nice to have this sitting in front. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to probably make some brackets and adjust a few things, but we'll make her work. If you're looking at getting one, I mean, I'd get the kit because you save money that way. I forget what they are separately, but yeah, I mean, I think you save quite a bit of money if you get the whole kit. The only thing it doesn't come with, which I would like to have, is the turbo inlet for the intake, that silicone pipe, and then the aluminum tubing all the way to the filter. So other than that, pretty happy with it. Hoping to find some pretty good gains, less heat soak, and probably should get a new tune to go along with it. See what kind of gains I can get, and then yeah. As far as that goes, I mean, seems like a quality piece. I'd probably recommend it. We'll see how it performs when I get it put in.